For years, smart glasses have promised a future that never quite arrived. They looked cool, sounded futuristic, and grabbed headlines, but in reality, they were more novelty than necessity. And for the longest time, there was only one name that Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. They dominated the conversation, not because they were perfect, but because there was simply nothing else worth buying. Until now, because out of nowhere, a completely unexpected challenger has entered the scene, and it doesn't just compete with Meta. It threatens to redefine what smart glasses are supposed to be. These aren't glasses that just snap photos or whisper notifications. TARD. Glasses that stream full Netflix movies, run real Android apps, multitask like a floating workstation, and project a virtual screen large enough to replace your laptop. This isn't an accessory for your phone, this is the computer. And the most shocking part, they're not made by Apple, not by Meta, not by Google, not even by the popular AR brands everyone keeps watching. They come from a company most people haven't even heard of yet, but that name is about to explode. The real breakthrough isn't what these glasses do, it's what's inside them. While Meta's latest Ray-Ban smart glasses rely on a modest Snapdragon AR chip with just 2 GB of RAM hardware, designed for light tasks, like voice commands, quick photos, and simple overlays, this new pair takes a completely different approach. Inside the frame is a full version of Android 14, powered beyond 8-core Snapdragon processor, and a massive 8 GB of RAM. That's not wearable tech hardware. That's smartphone-class power. These glasses don't depend on your phone to think for them. They are the phone. You can open YouTube, Gmail, Chrome, Google Docs, TikTok, productivity apps, entertainment apps, even multitask with multiple windows at once, all directly inside your field of view. Everything floats in front of you, anchored naturally in your environment, wherever you go. And the displays, this is where things get wild. Instead of Meta's single low resolution micro panel with a narrow field of view, each lens hides a full 1080p Sony micro display, projected through precision waveguide optics with a much wider field of view. The result feels surreal. Press play on a movie and suddenly you're staring at what feels like a massive 100-inch private theater hovering inches from your eyes, bright, sharp, immersive, and completely invisible to everyone around you. No glow, no reflections, not a single pixel visible to anyone else. On a plane, in a cafe, on public transport, you could be watching a full Netflix movie in what feels like your own personal IMAX, and no one around you would even know. That's something Meta hasn't cracked yet. These are the eyewear 3 smart glasses, and they're the first pair that truly feel like wearable computing, not a prototype, not a gimmick, but an actual working computer you wear on your face. Even the camera design is smarter. Instead of being off to the side like Meta's glasses, awkward angles, and distorted POV footage, the Air 3 places the camera directly in the center. What it captures is exactly what you see. For creators, bloggers, and anyone who wants true first-person footage, that alone is a massive upgrade. Control is where things go even further. Meta's neural band is impressive, reading subtle muscle movements in your wrist. But Enmo takes a layered approach. You still get touch controls on the frame, but also a smart ring that tracks finger movement in 3-dimensional space. Plus, an optional compact touchpad controller for longer sessions. They're even developing their own muscle-sensing wristband, meaning future versions could respond to tiny intentional movements. No exaggerated gestures required. It's about precision, less fumbling, more control. Battery life is the one area where reality kicks in. Meta's Ray-Ban glasses lasts around 4 hours. The Air 3 averages 2 to 3 hours, depending on how hard you're pushing the displays and apps. But that trade-off makes sense. These glasses are powering dual high OLED displays, a full operating system, and a much stronger processor. A quick 30-minute charge gets you back to around 60%. The folding carry case makes charging on the go surprisingly practical. They are heavier, about 135 grams compared to Meta's lighter build, but because the battery and processor sit in the temples instead of the front, the weight is balanced well. After a short adjustment period, they're far more comfortable than you'd expect. But this is where the experience completely pulls ahead. Because these glasses run real Android. Interface behaves like a floating workspace. You can open multiple apps at once, resize them, position them in your environment, and keep them anchored exactly where you want. Pair a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and suddenly you're working inside your glasses like you're using a laptop made of thin air. You can even mirror your laptop screen for a fully private desktop view. Picture this. You're on a long flight. Everyone around you is hunched over tiny screens, fighting for elbow room and squinting at dim displays. Manuel. You're calmly editing documents or watching content on what feels like a giant floating screen, completely private, perfectly visible, and impossible for anyone else to see. That's the power of waveguide AR displays. .Med excels at audio privacy, social features, and wearable cameras. Immo dominates productivity, immersion, privacy, and real computing. Connectivity is solid. Wi-Fi 6, BLUETOOTH 5.3, onboard GPS, and 64 gigabytes of internal storage for apps and recordings. And then there's the price, the question everyone's waiting for. Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses sit around $799. The Enmo Air 3 launched at roughly $80.99. That's about $1,100 more. For hardware that's dramatically more powerful and infinitely more flexible. When you look at it as something that can replace multiple screens you use every day, suddenly the price jump makes sense. Are they perfect? No. Battery life isn't laptop level. Displays can struggle under harsh sunlight, and running Android on your face feels strange at first. But compared to every smart glasses attempt before it, this is the closest anyone has come to building a wearable that actually delivers on the promise. So where does that leave Meta? Ray-Ban Meta glasses are still excellent if you want something lightweight, stylish, and social grade for capturing moments, casual AI features, and all-day wear. But if you want private screens, real multitasking, full apps, and glasses that feel like a productivity tool instead of a camera accessory, the Enmo Air 3 is in a completely different league. And this isn't about choosing a winner, it's about the fact that for the first time, we finally have a real choice in the smart glasses world. Lightweight and social, or powerful and private. And if this is what smart glasses can do today, the next generation, the ones that might replace your phone entirely, are going to be absolutely insane.